Are we live?
We're live.
We are live. Hey, everybody, we're live. Hey, welcome to Portfolio Reviews. I'm your host and reviewer. Is it reviewer or reviewee? I mean, reviewer. Art T. Bear. And if you don't know, I've been working in the comics industry for a heck of a long time. 35 plus years, actually, for Marvel, DC, characters such as Spider-Man, Superman, you name it, I probably have worked on it. So, without further ado, let's introduce Taylor Grosso. Yay, Taylor Grosso.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Con Rathov.
It's Con Rathov.
I'll be reading your chat today, so you should totally join in on the conversation and keep us company.
Yeah, Taylor and I are riding high right now. We had a good weekend on the Indiegogo campaign. We're in demand right now. And we sold a few books. And we're close to what? 40. We sold a few books. And we're close to what? 40. What? 40.
We're 40, almost 43?
43.
We're pretty
and
close.
We just put up, you know what? Where is it? Is it this one with patch? What is this? No, that's not it.
What are we
Is this
looking
it?
for?
No, that's not it. I'm looking for the graphic you just did.
Oh, click those two arrows.
Which two? These ones?
Yes.
Okay.
And the very bottom is the new tier.
This one right here? Okay.
Da-da-da-da.
Oh my gosh, look at that, you guys.
I'm going to fix this camera.
Fix that camera, Taylor. Gonna fix that. I think it needs to be moved back.
Should I scoot it back?
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just there you go.
Bouncy cam in the house. There we go.
Vertigo cam. Man, Alfred Hitchcock, you are not.
There we go. All right.
All right, you guys. Now stop vomiting. Your vertigos. Yeah, this is it. This is the 36, right?
46.
46. Jeez Louise.
We passed 30 long ago.
Yes,
Art.
we did.
So this is the 46K. No, I'm doing it. This is the 46K stretch goal that we just added, and it is the button set. It's 3 buttons, 1 set for collectors.
You can push this button, or this button, or this button.
You can wear them anywhere.
With pride. With your black and white pride. There you go. So yeah, so enough of this nonsense, but...
Wait, Robert says, what's going on? I thought the Indiegogo ended. Well, Robert, the Indiegogo did end, but if you missed the beginning, as Art said, we are now in demand. So you can still get the book. It's not too late. You can go ahead and buy the book. At this point, all the tiers are still open. So if you haven't gotten it yet, we're going to leave that open for a little while. And we're still trying to reach that 50K goal and get you guys more stuff, including this button set.
Yeah, and Robert, we're going to keep it open for the next 5 minutes so you can have a chance to get the book.
And the Pathetic Spider
5
Boy.
minutes. That's a joke. It's going to be open longer than that. But yeah, the Indiegogo has this in demand. And so in demand is like a store. So you can keep the store open, I guess, indefinitely, as long as you're still selling books. Is that right?
Yeah, I think until you stop selling a certain amount, then they close it themselves.
Yeah, so Robert, we're not sure how much longer the store is going to be open. So I wouldn't take a chance on waiting too long. But yeah, if you want to pick up a book, now would be a good time. So what do we have in the chat?
Oh, the Pathetic Spider Boy has changed his name to the Pathetic Nerd. And he says, Art, do you recognize me? I changed my name and profile picture. We still know it's you, Spider Boy.
Spider Boy? Spider. Oh, that's the one who wanted me to sing, right?
Yes, and you almost did it for him just
Oh,
now.
I just did. I'm a performing monkey for Spider Boy. Or Nerd, what's his name?
He's the Pathetic Nerd.
The Pathetic Nerd. You're not pathetic. If you're a fan of black and white, you could never be pathetic. All right, so is that our shameless plug? Should I click this off? Because we got a lot of tabs.
Click those double arrows again, just so we don't spoil anything. And then click that very first one.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it'll take us back in sequential order.
Aha.
All right, let's get into it.
I'm sorry, you guys. That was hilarious. She's got comedic timing. I love it. All right, so yeah, this is a show where we review up and coming artists. They send me their portfolio, and we talk about how maybe they can make it better. So this is me paying it forward for all the people that have taken time over my career to help me out. So this is me trying to lend a hand to new and up and coming comic book artists. So, like Taylor said, let's do it.
And if you guys want to submit your artwork for, a 30+ year vet to check out, I'm going to be posting the link soon to go ahead and submit your artwork.
I think this is too early for that one. Too early for that one. Too early for that one. All right,
Too
let's
early for the year we got the shivers.
let's start with this one. Okay. This is going to be mostly pinups. I like to do storytelling, like sequential storytelling pages. That's my main thing. But I'll review anything you guys send as long as it's comic book related. So this looks comic book related. I think this is Poison Ivy. What do you think, Taylor?
Yeah, it looks like the Arkham video game version of Poison Ivy, which I always liked.
Feed me, Seymour. All right. Composition looks good. I like it.
I'm having a little trouble reading what's going on at the bottom.
Yeah, a couple crop problems. What this looks like marker. Does it look like marker to you?
Yeah, I was just about to ask that. I think it is marker. The black is like a dead giveaway. Do you think there's like Prismacolor mixed in there, or what is up with there's something else going on?
Yeah, I think he may be shading with too heavy of a marker. So it's kind of turning like an ugly kind of gray color there. I'm not a color person per se, so it's hard for me to kind of chime in too much with authority as far as colors.
I think you have a pretty good sense of color, though.
Thank you.
I think.
It
feels a little crowded, says Con.
Yeah, that's with the composition, with the cropping. So, yeah, I think if maybe we made it a little bigger, like all the way around, perhaps.
Yeah, that already makes a big difference.
So then what we would have, I think you'd be able to see more of the bat symbol. I gotta start projecting more. I realize my voice goes down in volume when I have to draw.
This would probably be a really dramatic piece. That doesn't look like it's lit up to you, does it? The bat signal itself. Looks like it's turned off, maybe.
Yeah, if it was on, I mean, it would be
super
blasting. Yeah, everything with light. So yeah, you'd be able to get the whole bat symbol in there. Not that cropping it is necessarily bad, but I think it would probably work a little bit better.
I'm gonna tilt this up a little bit so you guys can see this. There you go.
If you saw more of it. The Vertigo cam.
Yeah, we have this, it's on a little tripod thing that's kind of bouncy.
It's like a spring.
Yeah. After Black and White Volume 2, we'll upgrade.
Yeah, we really do want to upgrade at some point, but we got to do with what we have at this moment in time. So, you guys, we're always going to strive to get better and get you better quality. So bear with us in the here and now.
Con says, gotta finish my Batman piece. It's not sequential, but it's something to turn in.
Oh yeah, bring it. Yeah, send it. I'd love to see it.
Yeah, sequential's preferred, you guys, but pinups are cool.
But even stuff like this, I think you guys can learn from, because this is composition. So I hope you guys can see. I'm trying to extend some of the artwork a little bit, so you could see what it might look like. This is very, very rough, you guys, but so you could see what it might look like if you saw more of it. I'm digitally painting. Look, I'm a digital... Look, Ma, I'm a digital painter.
This kind of reminds me of like black light art. You know what I'm talking about? Like
the black velvet painting?
yeah,
Oh, black light where you have with the
UV kind of like stuff.
yeah.
Yeah,
A little
it might
bit.
be the purples and greens.
So you guys get the idea that perhaps if this kind of went a little bit beyond where it's at right now, compositionally it might be more effective. Yeah, I think that works a little bit better. And then I'm not sure the shadows are 100% working. They look like they cut her weird in places, and this black space in here. Give me a red. Does this look a little too much, Taylor, to you?
Yeah, I think it makes it kind of makes the back look weird, like you said, like you lose the shape.
I think she's becoming a framing device in the panel more than the subject of the panel.
Because it feels like the subject now, like now that you mention it, might be that. Yeah.
Yeah, it forces you to look at the bat signal, and then she becomes kind of a framing device because she's over on one side, and then even the man-eating plant, it becomes almost a framing device for this. So I think if she was a little bit more in panel, it would work better. Like if she was perhaps, I don't know, over more, like in this area here.
Sorry, someone in the chat is asking. The link that was just posted is the link to the Mediafire, which is the Dropbox we use for you guys to submit artwork through.
Oh yeah, the Mediafire, yeah. So that's how we get artwork so we can review it.
Yeah, please send them in at least 300 DPI and try to include your name in the file, the name of the file, just because it's easier. I don't think this person included
Yeah, I
their
can't.
name.
Yeah, I hate not being able to give credit to you guys. It's one of the biggest problems with this. I don't want to make this seem like I want to see more of this,
I think it helps the shape though.
but I think the shadow is cutting it in a weird place.
Comic Book Bob says it needs something to break that darkness under her arm.
Yeah, this arm is very long too, but just I don't know, some kind of hint.
Yeah, her back ends. That
Yeah.
makes a big difference already.
Of something. This arm maybe a little wider, a little bigger. Yeah, I think something, possibly the rib cage picking up a little bit more light, because now she's starting to look more significant in the panel.
Yeah, definitely.
And less of just a framing device, because also you the shadows, now that I look at it, are pretty nice, but there may be a little too much, and it's making her seem less important in the composition. So maybe if she was picking up a little bit more light, I think that's starting to give her a little bit more focus.
Yeah, I think it helped a lot. It feels like they didn't draw out the whole chest and the ribs before adding the shadows, says Khan.
Perhaps, yeah. And then you guys know me, I'm a big stickler for getting the whole hand and stuff in.
I think it's good though, because I think it does kind of look like they were maybe hiding it.
Yeah, possibly. You mean like hiding some of the anatomy?
Yeah, which I know is like something a lot of people do.
Yeah, if you're going to go this far though, I think do the work. There's a lot of photographic reference, and for you guys out there, like, oh darn, I have to look at a bunch of sexy girls for reference and work. Yeah, it's not a bad thing. So,
I had a folder of those one that I brought to class one time, and everybody mocked me.
yeah, well, now you're really talented, and they're probably waiting tables at Denny's.
Aw, thanks. I hope so.
I told you guys this is what was gonna happen. All right. Oh my gosh, maybe I am a digital painter. Look at this. I should actually use a more transparent, but you guys get the idea. Possibly more light coming in, make her more substantial. She's got a little bit of a really angular jaw, which isn't unto itself a bad thing. Just depends on how aesthetically pleasing you want to make your ladies.
It's a little strong. It's a little strong.
Yeah. So possibly give her a little bit more back here. It's a little strong. Oh, you know what? I just thought of something. Pamela's bringing us coffee. Could you imagine what we'd be like right now if we had the coffee before we did this?
Oh, we should have. Just
Well,
to see what would happen.
Oh, you guys. I know we're a little late in today because we were putting a lot of the Indiegogo stretch goals and stuff together, but we're going to do another. I'm going to tease it too. I'm really excited about this. We're going to do another YouTube channel. What are we going to
After this, we're doing.
Yeah.
I guess what we're doing is after this, we're gonna go straight into another hacks chat episode in the up in the studio. Is that studio north or west?
That is north.
North.
We are in south right now. Oh, look what I just did there. I dragged my tool. Yeah, so you guys get the idea. I'm a big fan, obviously of comic books, but I'm not saying you actually do this, but if possibly you had a little bit, because like Taylor said, she wasn't sure that the lighting was on this searchlight.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying
it's more interesting, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm not saying you actually do lines like this, but possibly if there was some kind of fade, like a little bit of a glow that went beyond the lighting here, then it would look like it was perhaps a little bit more lit. Ooh. Having said that, let's see if I can do this. Maybe I am a colorist. Let's use this color though.
With Photoshop, anybody can be. No, you've always had a good sense of color, I think.
I don't. Maybe it's my years of working as an illustrator. I don't know.
Not to be that person, but there are some people who are colorists that don't even have a good sense of color.
This is very, very abrupt, perhaps too abrupt. Let me see if I can do this correctly. Okay, I don't want... Ooh, I know what I can do. I know what I can do. Oh, do I want... No, I don't want that. I don't want you. Go away. Let's see. Ooh, rim light the hair.
Yes.
All right, so if that bat light is there and it's picking up on her skin, but it's a little too much. But perhaps have some of the hair. This is really bad, but you guys should get the idea. Looks like bad, like like art that graffiti art.
I think that's what I was thinking of, like the stoner like posters, because they're kind of a similar style.
No. I'm talking about what I did, not what the artist did.
No, I know you were saying that.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Just saying like
Yeah.
there's a lot of black and then
Yeah. But you know how like you just use the spray can
yeah,
without
because
any.
you can't do like a gradation.
Yeah, there's no sophistication to it. You just like basically forced to
White
use
spray.
whatever spray comes out of the thing.
I spilled paint all over myself. Speaking of graffiti.
Just
paint.
now?
No, on Friday after I left because I was rushing to finish something. I was using one of those Montana black cans, those big like graffiti spray cans,
Yeah.
and I couldn't get it to go, and I did something really dumb. So like the nozzle wouldn't go down, so I picked up a brick in the backyard, and I tried to tap the nozzle to push it down, and it broke the nozzle, and it shot everywhere.
Taylor, this is stuff you do when you're 12.
I know. I was like, I'll just tap it lightly with a brick.
With a brick.
That was a brilliant idea.
We should have called this episode like the subtlety of a brick. Reviews done with the subtlety of a brick.
It's one of those things where the second after I did it, I was like, wow, that was really dumb. I haven't done something that stupid in a while.
This is last I'm gonna say. If maybe I don't know, it's too lined up with the. Let me see. Maybe stagger it from the bat a little bit, or what do you think? Over more?
Yeah, I
Like
think
that?
maybe a little less.
Less.
Like there, maybe.
Feed me, Shimo. I don't know.
I think it looks way better than being so close to the side because it used to touch the side. Ooh. Yes.
Now well, it looks more threatening.
Yeah, it does.
I don't know. I'm just having fun here. Yeah, always have fun when you're drawing. But yeah, this is just ideas of what you can do compositionally and have fun with. So I think lighting her a little bit more, giving the viewer a little bit more to look at over here, move her into the composition so she's less of a framing device. Possibly make. Ooh, we got the coffee. We got the coffee. We told everybody you're bringing coffee.
And you got French fries.
Ooh, coffees and fries. It's like an adult shake.
Adult milkshake.
Yeah, this is not like black coffee or anything. This is a.
And the fries are like adult potato chips.
Hey, I draw comics for a living. What do you want from me? How adult am I supposed to be? Okay, so I wish I had this person's name. We'll just call this guy Ivy 600
Ooh.
because it's
Oh,
600
that's the name of the
DPI.
file.
Yeah,
Ivy 600.
Ivy 600.
Sounds like a Marilyn Manson guitarist.
Okay, are we
Right
warmed
here,
up,
we got the shivers.
or do we go?
Ah!
Oh, shower! Wait, how many do we have? I just
Okay, this is the first one.
I just blew all the subtlety. Wait, I thought we had more. Where are the other tabs? Are they behind the black and white stuff?
There's only, I think we only have 3 other pieces besides the black and white stuff.
I thought we had that Wonder Woman one.
No, it wouldn't download. Somebody sent us a broken file.
All right, you guys. Yeah, we had a. I didn't know that, so that I was looking for that one. All right, so this is a friend. Her name. Oh shoot, it's not in the file.
Elizabeth.
I know her, but I thought I remember her last name. Wait.
I think she wrote it on, on that
It's
one.
here. It's Elizabeth Daughtry. Is that Daughtry? Yeah.
Daugherty.
Daugherty?
I
Daughtry.
think it's Daughtry.
Okay. So maybe we should start with this.
The year we got the shivers.
Oh, shoot. You know what? I thought this was a coat hanger. It's not.
Oh, sorry.
It looked like a bent coat hanger at first.
I did too. Oh, it's him holding the.
Yeah. Yeah. I just saw like this shape here. So they're sliding down a hill. This looks like a children's book. It's really nice. Look at this.
Calvin and Hobbes-ish
Yeah.
cover.
That's not a bad thing though. Yeah.
Yeah, somebody was talking about in one of the last, not Hacks Chats, one of the last portfolio reviews, like they were concerned about getting into comics because they draw really cartoony. Like, comics come in different styles.
It's all storytelling. Yeah.
The colors are solid. I like it, says Con.
I think this is my biggest pet peeve, actually, that it looks like if it were...
Oh, how it's real close.
Yeah, it's cropped right on the title.
Tangent.
Did I
No,
yeah.
I mean that it's
Yeah,
tangenting.
there is. Good call. We should just yell tangent whenever there's a tangent.
Yeah.
Hey Pam, this is your friend Elizabeth.
She's such a sweetie.
She is. She's Pamela's con buddy whenever we do local shows. Shows. I got the shivers. I got the slivers.
The year we got the
Shivers.
shivers.
That might be a little too big.
I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah. I know why she did it, because it moves it out of the composition, but I think you get the idea that perhaps having it up in the logo isn't the best
Yeah.
idea. Okay, I need a white. Give me a white. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Oh man, I'm still in the airbrush tool.
It's funny, like growing up in California, you always romanticize the snow and growing up and being able to go sledding and build the snowman and stuff, but
It never happens.
no.
But the good thing is, the mountains from where we are
Yeah.
is only maybe a half hour tops
Yeah,
to
it's,
get to snow.
so you can kind of drive and go up and experience the snow. That's true.
The cool thing about where we are located in Southern California is we're probably an hour from snow, and we're an hour from the desert, and we're an hour from the ocean.
California's pretty cool that way.
Pretty cool, fool. It's just expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You pay for that ocean.
That
and then-
ocean view.
The worst part is that like we live in this great location, but if it does snow in the mountains, it's kind of hard to enjoy because even though it's 30 minutes away, everybody in California wants to go see it, so it takes like several hours.
Oh yeah, and it's a single lane highway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I tried to take my brother last year, and we ended up just abandoning it midway.
Yeah, that, and nobody that goes there knows about snow tires, and it's all
No.
it's all pretty steep highway, so you just start seeing a bunch of like California just sliding down the hill, including one year we did.
Oh man, you have to tell that story.
We bailed out before it got crazy.
John Malin's in the chat.
Malin's in the house. Malin did a beautiful what's her name? Minnie Mouse
Aw.
last night on Ethan's. It was beautifully drawn. It was so sweet. You guys should check out Ethan's chat last night.
Gotta check it out.
Check it out.
Is it for sale?
What? Talk. I'm live.
Well, when you guys were talking about how you can go just about anywhere, in California,
Mm.
have you guys ever been to Duke's, the restaurant in Huntington Beach?
Oh, I don't know. It sounds really familiar.
It's right on the pier, like on
Yeah,
Huntington Beach. It's right.
by the pier. Well, they've got a picture that was taken, I bet it had to be in the 40s or something, but it is such a phenomenal picture. It's taken at the beach, but you can see all the mountains.
Ooh.
It is it just,
Before everything got built up.
yeah.
Aw.
Every time we go.
So from the ocean, you could see the
Yeah.
mountain range.
Thanks a lot, everyone.
Every time we go to Duke's, I just stand and stare at that picture and go, wow. It used to be, you could
Yes.
see.
Duke
all
was
that.
like a big time like surfer in Hawaii, I think. That's
Oh,
why.
I know of his legend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a longboard surfer. Yeah. So
Mac says, as a lifelong New Englander, driving to see snow just sounds plain silly to me. Yeah. I
because
think-
it comes to you, yeah.
Well, as a West Virginian,
Uh-oh. Pamela's in the house.
Yeah, that's right. As a West Virginian, driving to see snow is like, I don't think so. I walked to school in it.
Yeah, well, we didn't. Taylor and I were born the old-fashioned way, without snow.
Yeah. I didn't see snow till I was a grown man. You were merely adopted by it. I was born into it. Remember Bane talking about darkness?
Oh, I remember.
Anyway, back to the year we got the shivers.
I don't know. I'm thinking we need a big pathway here. What do you think, Taylor, storytelling-wise?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And we need to... Some of these patterns are a little bit too...
Looks more epic.
Yeah. Let's... give me a white. All right.
Swatches can only be
Black and white. Elizabeth's a sweetheart, and I feel I don't.
She wanted this. She submitted it. She's cool with it. Otherwise, she wouldn't submit.
But it looks like it's already been published.
Well, then it's just too late, I guess.
I just hope her editor isn't watching. And I go, oh man, we could have had that.
I mean, you got to put it out there. If you want it to happen.
So this is my so that's my composition thing, and now I regret making them as big as I did. So Elizabeth, I made a mistake there. Should be smaller.
Oh man, Con says he's never seen snow in his life.
What? Where do you live?
You got to be Californian.
Yeah, but it snows here in California.
I mean, SoCal, not a lot.
That's true.
Movies from the 40s were only in black and white.
Yeah, that's true. All right.
Oh, he's a swamp person.
All right, what? Ooh. You know what? They have... I love going south just because we don't have green greens and blue blues.
Yeah.
And in the south, you guys have the greenest terrain and the bluest skies.
Very true.
Yes.
Max says, would some sort of speed/motion lines be appropriate for this kind of art style?
It could be, but I'm taking these off down here because they... Let me show you guys. Okay, we have before, after, before, after. So what happens, these things start messing with the movement of the sled. So it starts competing against this.
Yeah.
So I think if you simplify this, it also helps you focus just on this compositionally. And I think it looks better without it. Sometimes less is more. So, Taylor, how do you feel about this berm right here? Does that work for you? Well, no, I'm talking. This is not real. This is just a drawing.
Yeah, but
those kids they're fine.
I'd probably get rid of it. It looks like a looming danger. It's telling a story, and if it's there, it seems like foreshadowing.
What if you had like a guy on a sled just flying off of it?
Oh, that'd be cool.
Like this is some kind of like epic what are those videos where people get hurt?
Fail compilations.
This is like the beginning of a fail yeah.
Yeah, I would nix that thing. It's making me nervous.
And I think I'm gonna have to do some changing around here. And I think what's happening, sorry guys, I'm eating and drinking, is that the shirt and these arms and the legs and everything are becoming very patterned.
Yeah.
So it almost just looks like a flat graphic. There's no depth in here. And the style doesn't have any shadows to kind of push and move things forward or back. So I would say, let me do it this way. Give me a red. That possibly, if you brought the hands back maybe a little bit.
Yeah, that looks more natural to me.
And then, because like you're shortening, you're doing short, whatever.
You heard from the best.
The coffee's kicking in.
People still want you to do a how to draw book, Art. I think you should consider it.
I don't know if I told you guys, Greg Capullo and I, in the day, Wizard approached us, and we actually were going to do a Wizard how to draw and ink a book unto itself. We couldn't come to terms with it, but Greg and I were game, and in the day, Greg and I were pretty close, and we had fax machines back then, and fax machines, children, and we would send stuff, like he'd send things like, how would you ink this? And then I would kind of go over his fax and then fax it back, and then I'd say, how do you pencil this? So a lot of the black and white stuff he actually helped with. He helped out a lot, and would go over stuff, excuse me, and show me how to do, different problems I was having. He'd show me how to fix it, and I would show him how to kind of ink and maybe get a little bit more dynamic with the inks and what tools and things like that. And I was working on black and white, and I think he was starting Creech was his creator own.
Ooh.
He was really nice. He gave me credit in Creech because I also, we talk about story, so I helped him out a little bit with the story. Not much, just a little bit.
Somebody says, I gotta read your name, I'm sorry, I don't want to call you somebody.
Somebody.
Let's see. Gonzo the Great, excited for that 46,000 stretch goal to be reached. Thank you.
Ooh, yeah.
And Argo said, Art, you should totally Indiegogo a how to draw book. You would make a ton of money.
Oh.
Keep telling him, you guys.
Yeah, possibly. I like money.
If there's demand. If there's demand.
I tell you want to put a how-to book together?
I would totally put together a how-to book.
How to help Elizabeth Doherty out.
Ooh, you guys could submit. Well, I guess it'd be hard to do book-wise. I think a lot of people enjoy your perspective lessons, and that's something a lot of people struggle with. And there's not, as far as I know, there's not a perspective book focused on comic books specifically. I mean, I know the perspective is a general thing, but
yeah,
I don't know. Could be interesting.
It's a different, like, comic book perspective is like I was showing before, like, it's a subtle way to point the reader. Is that working? I can't tell.
I think so. I think it made a big difference, actually.
Is like, it's a subliminal finger point. Like, you can point the reader's finger to where you want things to go with perspective. It's like a subliminal arrow going in the direction you want. I believe, this is going to be hard to clean up, but Elizabeth, if you were to, I don't know, are these all the red ones? I'm getting all discombobulated.
It's hard to work against that pattern, I
Yeah,
think.
the pattern is kind of messing me up. I hope you guys can see this. But the idea being that we're rounding these shapes. So we're curving the arms because they're coming forward. So we have this flat here. I would possibly curve some of these just subtly, keep this flat, and then angle these a lot more because they're going to make the arms look like they're coming forward. And I think that's a little bit more dynamic. Is it? Yeah, it is.
I think so.
And so then my only other thing is let's do this, Elizabeth.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is another.
Actually, that helps a lot.
Yeah, just angle things more in the direction that will sell that it's coming forward. So there's that. So that's my 2 cents on the year we got the shivers.
The year we got the shivers.
All I could keep thinking is this has got some kind of weird, like, Stephen King vibe.
What are the shivers?
What are the shivers? And what do these two kids have to do with it?
Ooh, and why is that kid? See, like, I don't know, that little Craig thing. Seems like foreshadowing. I can't talk, for something bad.
She got too much coffee. You're not even drinking any coffee.
I know. I'm getting residual from the coffee smell.
You're getting some of my coffee vibes. I think these, I don't know. I could be nitpicking
Styling
here.
up those boots.
Well, I was just trying to change the angle. I didn't grab my color.
They're calling us lightweights in the chat.
Oh, with the coffee, yeah. Oh, it doesn't take much, you guys. For me, if I eat a candy bar, I'm like through the moon.
I remember you ate a candy bar and wrote your name on the ceiling with water guns.
Oh my gosh, why don't you go? What are you here for? That's my wife. She comes in here and hurts me.
That's
live.
Cool. That's cool, though.
Well,
never give this.
You didn't even tell the.
finger.
You didn't even tell a full story. Okay, this is the day when they had Blockbusters, right? So the Blockbusters used to have these impulse, like, as you're checking your video out, they have these boxes of candy. And so we're checking out some movie, and there's just this box of Butterfingers, and Butterfingers are that's my weakness right there. And there was like a box of minis.
Ooh.
And so we brought them, I think it was 2 movies. So I'm just absent-minded
Do you remember
eating.
what they were?
The movies?
Yeah.
I don't know. What were the movies, Pamela?
Was that Jacob's Ladder?
Ooh, I love that movie.
And The Exorcist.
Ooh.
That was a double bill.
Good combo.
Yeah. She fell asleep for Jacob's Ladder.
That's a surefire way to get nightmares.
I couldn't sleep, obviously, because of the effects of the Butterfinger. But anyway, you guys, I ate like the whole box in probably 20 minutes. And we had this Super Soaker that we were training the cat with.
What?
Well,
Explain that.
All right. Pamela, you explain that. You cruel person, you.
If you don't want the cat to do something, especially with kitties, you hit them with this little stream of water, and it teaches them not to go and do whatever it is they're doing that you don't want them
I
to.
like that you didn't have a spray bottle though. You had that's like high powers.
You pump it.
Like I picture you like dual wielding, like jumping over the couch like Neo style, hitting the cat.
You're bending over
That's
backwards,
funny.
whacking the cat.
I mean, it's a good idea. It also a concept that also helps you improve your aim.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I was amped up. I was probably bored because I see The Exorcist like a billion times. So I'm just writing my name and drawing pictures on the ceiling with the Super Soaker.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah. So apparently it was a
child.
So apparently it was a big deal to my wife.
The year you got the shivers.
I imagine the bed was pretty wet because of the splattering of the water.
They're falling down.
I don't even remember that part.
I actually, talking about the Super Soaker, remember you yanking it out of your mom's hand because she just kept squirting the cat for no reason. His mom didn't like animals.
You say no reason and then you just gave one.
Shoo!
Get away from me!
Shoop, shoop, shoop. And the poor cat was a
Aw.
kitty, and it was like, what the heck's going on?
I'm getting punished.
And he jumped up and he was like, Mom.
Okay,
Oh,
so
funny.
Elizabeth, this is the longest.
So anyway, Elizabeth.
This is the longest review ever. So, a tangent. So I tell you guys never to do tangents, and then I don't even listen
Here
to
we
my
go.
own. All right. So this is Elizabeth as well.
Wait, is the cat named the Shivers?
Ooh.
Because it's the gear we got, the Shivers, and then she's holding the cat or ferret. Cat.
Oh, let's zoom in. Let's figure out. I think it's a cat.
I like the pattern of the mom's. Yeah, it's a cat.
Aww.
I think the cat looks drunk.
He's happy. He found a home.
Well, did it? We
Oh,
had a whole
no.
we had a whole other scenario.
Well, the mom is pretty pleased.
That's me when someone brings a cat in.
Well, when I saw, I can't help it. Okay. One, there's a lot of movement to this curtains, which makes me think there's no window. There's no glass in here. And so the mom's kind of comforting herself like she's cold. And so this cabinet's open and there's nothing in there. There's no cake in this cake thing. So this is kind of making me sad.
I brought us a meal, Mom. Everybody in the chat pointed out too. The cupboard is bare. Says the chat.
Yeah.
Aw. So, no more shivers this year.
We're going to eat shivers. Happy
That's why they're both so pleased. The
Thanksgiving.
cat doesn't know.
Look what I found. Oh my gosh. Oh, now I gotta focus. Jeez. Oh, excuse me.
Con says, "Oh wow, I'm getting a strong Simpsons vibe in that kitchen." Yeah. Actually.
Yeah, it's cool. I like the cartooning and everything. It's really strong. I'm sorry, you guys. I just the open cabinet. I couldn't.
It's bare.
I couldn't resist. So maybe they are a poor family. I don't know the story, so maybe it is really sad.
Oh.
Let's hope not.
I don't know. I'm very interested now. I'm sold.
I'm intrigued. The year we got the shivers. All right, so there's some vertigo happening here in the Shivers household. That's Ma Shivers and Katie Shivers, and now little Furball Shivers.
Oh.
Okay. Can you guys see this, or should I use red?
No. You know
Can
what?
you see the black?
I would do it a little. I'd do it something brighter.
Okay. Yeah. Oh shit. Which one
Oh, we
do I
gotta
hit?
flip this thing. Image rotation.
Image rotation.
And
Is it just
then- no.
horizontal? Flip horizontal?
I think it's counterclock or clockwise.
What does that mean? 90
I
degree?
think so. Oh
Oh.
no! Now I gotta
You
flip the
know
vertical.
what? You know what? I shouldn't listen to you. Oh, see, okay, now.
Now vertical.
Now.
No
Vertical.
Vertical.
Okay.
See, I was right that time. That was my bad, you guys.
It's the blind leading the blind.
It was for the war effort. Cut those empty cupboards some slack.
Okay. I'm sorry.
It could be a period piece. It looks a little 50s-ish.
Or is the red, can you see that a little better?
Let me see. I'm waiting for the, yeah, you can see it better.
I can possibly zoom in.
If you could, but the red's definitely reading better.
Okay. So I think you guys can see that there's a little, it's the Vertigo kitchen. So rulers are very important.
You gotta do it.
I know it's a pain in the touche sometimes to do all this, but usually there's no shortcut.
It can be relaxing.
Oh, I'm going to sleep right now.
I mean, not like that kind, but like making that perfect line.
All right, so we just structured up the Shivers household here.
Shiver me timbers.
Shiver me timbers. I want to draw. I'm going to do it. I can't. Oh, man.
Are you gonna draw this whole room?
No, I'm going to draw some canned goods and stuff.
That makes me feel better.
It does.
They're doing okay.
Look,
Everything's all right.
it's the middle of winter and we're
fully stocked
fully
now.
stocked. So if there's a blizzard tomorrow, we're going to be okay.
What about the cake?
There's gonna be a cake. Look at
Oh,
that.
yay.
Yay! It's a red velvet cake.
Ooh, now it feels like Christmas.
All right, and let's do like usually. Ma has like those little canisters of like flour
Ooh,
and
yeah, sugar.
sugar. Or there's usually 3, right?
Yeah, what's that?
Was
other
flour,
tea?
sugar.
My mom
My-
puts tea bags in
So
hers.
does my wife. Yeah. So
Okay, I guess it is.
so this will be tea. Let's put I was gonna draw a coffee maker. That's how insane I am right now.
Now let's fully render this.
God, I can't even draw it straight now.
I'm just saying, if the mom can afford those clothes and stuff and getting her hair done,
She does look stylish.
she looks like she's taking care of herself at least.
Okay, this is the coffee pot on the coffee maker. All right, here's the platform. Okay, and
No knickknacks. She's a stringent.
I don't know, where would the sink be? Would it be straight for? I always think
it'd be
the
right there.
the
yeah.
sinks are like over the usually under the
Actually,
window, right?
It feels like the oven should be on that far wall. If that's the oven, because isn't it usually like the sink? Yeah, like the sink would be right there, and then the oven would be like, unless is that a dishwasher or no? It's an oven.
Yeah, there's an oven right here. Yeah,
Yeah. Usually
there are probably burners, but there I don't know.
facing-
Ours has a burner, but maybe not. My older kitchens don't
Yeah.
have built-in burners,
facing the window though. I don't know.
so I don't know. Maybe some plants
Some knickknacks.
up here.
Now it
Some
looks like a
hanging down.
home. Making this house a home, T-Bear.
Ma's got stuff.
It's
I like the old-fashioned refrigerator though. It's
yeah,
cool.
it's pretty cool. It ties the place together.
Yeah, she's a good homemaker.
Now.
Now, oh, if it's let's go here. Let's say if it's snowing.
Ooh.
Ching 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 ching.
This is putting me in the Christmas spirit.
It's the time of year. It
Con-
is the time of year.
Con says this quickly turned into interior design with T-Bear. It looks
Yeah.
cozier now.
I don't know. Is
It
this
makes a difference.
is this kind of yeah? Is this bugging you? It just seems like there's too much movement. It feels like the windows are open to me.
Yeah, it does. They're a little billowy.
Yeah. Oops.
Well,
Well, that's good enough. That's good enough there. I like the drawing. The drawing's really good.
cartooning is cute.
The cartooning's cute. Let's get into composition here.
Mommy in the chat just said, so the reason I didn't put anything on the top shelf, which is a great idea, is because the author wanted the text on the top of the page, so I tried to leave it open. Oh wait, is Mommy
Oh, is this Elizabeth?
I don't know. Is this Elizabeth they're talking to? The stuff on top of the counters are a great idea though, so is the snow. The reason I didn't put anything on the top shelf is because the author wanted the text at the top of the page.
Yeah, I think you know, like children's books, they have like floating
Oh, that's
text.
right.
Yeah. Yeah, this if I remember my conversation with her as she got asked to illustrate a kid's book.
So this is a kid's book, so the text would be like
Yeah.
in that. Okay.
Look, it's animated. Hey, Mom. Why don't you get a little closer and see Shivers? Mom's like, oh, he's adorable. I don't know.
Yes, it is Elizabeth. Elizabeth
Hey,
has been Mommy
Elizabeth.
this whole time.
I don't know, Elizabeth. I think that just compositionally, I think they need to be closer together. So, I don't know. They seem a little. I think the further you get characters like this apart, the more they seem like there's tension between them. So, when you have them closer together, there's less tension that's happening. They're more together. They're more like seeing things eye to eye. At least that's my subliminal storytelling 2 cents. What do you think, Taylor?
Yeah, I think that's true. It feels a little bit more familiar when they're closer together.
Yeah, they seem less distant from each other.
Because when she was further away, even though she looks like very approving, it kind of felt like she might disapprove.
Yeah, and I'm gonna bust your hump here, Elizabeth, because I do remember having a conversation, and let me find my right drawing tool. You know what? Now that they're closer, it works. Because one of the ideas I remember talking to Elizabeth, like I said, she's a friend, is that when the girl was over here, that she was extending the cat to her mom. Like she was showing the cat, like with her arms out.
Yeah.
And showing the cat to her mom in like a loving display, like, look, here's the kitty, this way. And so when the little girl was over here, it felt like, I think to me at the time, that it had to bridge the gap between the distance between the two characters. But now that the little girl is closer to the mom, I don't think she needs to do that. It looks more like it's
does.
working compositionally. So I think possibly moving the little girl closer could solve that problem.
It definitely helps.
Yeah. So I hope that helped, Elizabeth. It really is nice. This pattern on the mom's dress, like Taylor kept saying, very stylish. Very, very nice.
It's really well done.
Yeah, the illustration is really nice. I like the little movement with the girl because she's walking towards her mom. So there's a little bit of movement. So this is really good. This is really good, Elizabeth. Best of luck with, I don't know if it's out or not, if the book's out, but I hope it's a big hit. Okay.
So this is somebody else. And again, this is why it's important to include your name, because I don't think there's a signature on this either, which makes things a little bit difficult to give you guys credit.
Yeah. This is nice though. I like it. It's a little stiff, but the trees and the way you handled all the background is quite nice. Yeah, all this stuff here with the black and then the different grays and then the gray in the sky. It's really nice.
It looks all digital.
Yeah, the drawing may. Yeah, I think you're right. It's pretty clean. Although this looks like it could be by hand. There might be some hand stuff with some digital line work over it, but the colors are definitely digital.
Her lightsaber looks like a katana.
Yeah, it's angled. Yeah, it's got the squared off. There's some stuff going on here.
Oh no, that's Elizabeth's too. No, that's mine too. It's called the Red Rider.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, nice switching up the styles, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a little bit of a different style.
So Elizabeth, was this did you hand ink this and then go in digitally? Is this like kind of a mixture? Just nod. This is like the Elizabeth hour now. All Elizabeth all the time. Okay, so she's walking a little bit. She's stepping forward. I think what I would do, Elizabeth, is you have a lot of straight up and down movement.
Give me a red.
Give me a red. So there's a lot of, so the arms are straight, and then you have her ponytail straight. You know, the legs are pretty straight. So the trees have this nice movement to it, and it's really helping the composition, but the little girl is a little too straight up and down, I guess. So I think, I don't know. The hand behind her, the arm behind her is not is not helping. I don't know. For some reason, I want to see this as a 3/4 body. Like her head can still be straight, but like that her body is maybe a little like 3/4.
Yeah, give it some visual
And then
interest.
this arm is kind of back right here, and then holding the katana. And then this arm, it can still hang down, but kind of out. It's a little more tough guy-ish, tough gal-ish. I'm doing a horrible job trying to gesture this body in here, but
No, I think it reads.
I think you get the idea. So I think if she was maybe, the face can still be straight on, but if the body was slightly 3/4, I think it would help give some movement to this, and it would be less straight up and down. So nice face. Won't go back all the way. I think the ponytail is a little thick. I'd like to see it a wee bit thinner.
Apparently, this piece is from like a year ago. So it's from a year ago when I first started illustrating. This was just a character development practice.
Well, now it's here for thousands to see.
It's always interesting to see how people's styles evolve.
Yeah, and it's all good. I mean, once again, everybody that sends stuff in, you guys are very brave to put stuff up. And I don't mean to make it light. I'm just trying to be entertaining sometimes. But you guys really are brave, and this is quite good. Yeah, so I just see maybe if it was 3/4 to be a little bit more dynamic. I like the eyes, but they're kind of leading you off the panel or out of the composition.
Yeah.
I think if I'm trying to tie her eyes subliminally to the wolf, but the only way I can figure out to do that is to bring the wolf up, higher in the composition.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
So, and maybe if the eyes were angled down, because then if the wolf is 3/4 too, the one thing you have the wolf looking straight on as well, and she's very straight on. So if the wolf was slightly 3/4, like it's leaning towards her, like it's moving in this direction. Can you guys see? Yeah. So if the wolf is looking into the composition at her, and then maybe she's kind of looking down in this direction. So then what we have is you look at it, you look at her eyes, the eyes bring you over to the wolf, and then the wolf is 3/4 and then brings you back into the composition this way. So you kind of have this movement happening, which is kind of an S movement, to bring your eye through the composition. And then you have the sword kind of leading your eye off the page, but that's okay by this point because your eye is already taken in everything. So your eye went down, looked at her face, then went over to the wolf. The wolf brings you back over to the sword. So then you kind of do this, is this a backward Z? Yeah, like a reverse. Is that's actual Z?
Yeah, I guess it's regular.
Yeah,
Z.
it's an actual Z. So you have the Z shape, which is kind of a composition rule anyway. So that could possibly help. I know this is an older piece, but it shows a lot of promise, especially with the way you handled those trees. My gosh,
Yeah, that's cool.
That's amazing. Yeah, and one thing just to kind of think about too is irregular patterns are usually better. So especially if you put the wolf up there, maybe think about making your ground a little bit less like it's flat. Maybe a little, that's probably a little bit too exaggerated, but you get the idea. Kind of switch it up a little bit, give a little bit of variety. So it's not so like straight up and down, like vertical and horizontal. I like the two moons. There's something going on there, man. Is that like the Star Wars reference?
Very spacey.
But when Luke, aren't there two moons or something like in the first Star Wars?
Yeah, on sorry, I keep trying to avoid clearing my throat, you guys. I forget.
Tatooine?
Yeah, I was just gonna say I forget the name. Elizabeth, if you're still here, the name of the species in Star Wars that has those type of tattoos.
Oh, under her eye?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forget what they're called, but they're pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a cool idea. It's a really cool idea with the Red Riding Hood, the Jedi Red Riding Hood. Very cool. Was this it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, we got. Can I click off these now?
Yes. I just don't know if they're gonna take us to the very end.
And then this is
That's our opening live.
our opening.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's do this. So thank you very much, Elizabeth. You're a very brave person for letting us do this. I really like that cover. That's very cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Whoa. Who's this guy?
I don't know. This is me 25 years ago before I knew how to draw. This is already kind of the beginning of a remastered page, but we thought we'd give you a little preview of what we're going to be working on. Taylor and I are going to be working on at Hack Shack North in a few minutes once we wrap this up and get our little break.
Yes.
Yes. And then we'll go back up. So this is kind of how the page starts. But once again, this is already has some remastering in it. So this isn't the original scan of page 19. So then...
Fun fact, the page number has actually changed since then, too, because we've added some pages because you guys helped us with that stretch goal.
Is it page 21?
I believe it's page 21 now, yeah.
21. That was a good year for me. 21 and life to go. That's not how it goes. All right, so this is it. This is 25 years ago with a little remastering, start of remastering. Didn't like the figure. It doesn't hold up. There's some bad drawing there. All right, so here's the new figure that's going to take its place. So I'm sorry, I'm getting caffeinated. So, woohoo! Give me a squirt gun. Give me a cat. Give me a squirt gun. No. All right. So this is going to be the patch. So replacement. So one of the things Taylor and I have been telling you guys, and it's hard to illustrate how much is the remastering, what gets remastered, what doesn't get remastered. I would say there's not a square inch of this book that hasn't been remastered.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But this is kind of like, this goes beyond the remastering that I could do on the page digitally in Photoshop. So I took the layout and I drew this on another sheet of paper. Actually, it'd be too hard to show you. It's in the scanner. But this is it. And so it's still not done. This is the basic just structure of it and everything, and some basic shadowing. And so I needed to still do some rendering, some hatching and things like that. So this is just opening.
Oh, this isn't it.
Oh man. Oh wait.
This is the Mickey Mouse.
All right. This is tangent. Okay, I gotta fold this so no one can see the other part of it. All right. Last night, Ethan asked me to work out. Ethan Van Sciver asked me to work out a Mickey because we were saying how much of a cheat, the Disney Mickey Mouse, because I guess it's the 90th anniversary, right? He's 90 years old or something like that. And so we were saying like what a cop out it is with the 3 ears. Like it's 3 circles, not 3 ears, 3 circles, and then the ears are just circles.
Yeah, there's strip circles.
But from the front view, 3/4 view, side view, it doesn't matter. The 3 circles are still from the front view.
Yeah, they do that cheat where they just stack the circles
Yeah,
of the ears.
the ears never change. So the head rotates on the ears, but the ears never change, right? So we're like, what a cheat. And so then Ethan was like, hey, Art, draw me up a version of it. And so I wanted to really badly draw it, and I did draw it, but I was down here at Hack Shack North, and I don't have a camera on the computer, so I couldn't show it to him. So just to show you guys that I did draw it, that's what Mickey would look like if his ears were in perspective. This is kind of a 3/4 side view. So this was just me doodling real quick. So I just want to show you that I actually did do it.
Ears.
Yeah. Okay. Taylor was nice enough to get this from the
you guys
scanner.
Can see that. It's a little dark, but
So this is the
oh no, you guys can see it.
the drawing, and so I don't know if you can see the back. It's a little transparent. This is
No blood.
the light box.
As Vale Ned.
No blood.
I don't think there's blood in the.
Original. Let me see. I don't think there was blood. Was there blood? Oh no, he just kind of.
He's a little beat up, but he's not blood.
Yeah, there's no blood here.
That suit offers pretty good protection.
Even though it got shredded, but that's gonna lead into the new remastered suit. We had to destroy the old one to get you into the new one. So yeah, so this is the drawing of the remastered version. And so thanks for letting us go off on the Mickey tangent. So happy birthday, Mickey. He's 90.
Wow.
Oh boy. All
He's
right.
got some work. Oh, there it is.
Were you gonna say Mickey had some work done?
I was.
He may have.
He's been through a lot.
So this is kind of what the remastering will entail. So I put this in just to show you guys. Actually, I didn't even really need to do this. I just wanted to show you guys what it would look like in the composition. So obviously I still need to draw, now that the figure isn't here, the old figure, I have to redraw the car in. And this is the old leg. So I haven't taken that out yet. So
Con says, imagine bringing it back to the tailors. In a way, he kind of does.
what's the tailor's? What is that?
You know, like a
Oh,
tailor.
his outfit. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. His suit. His super suit. So yeah, so this is without, like, I mean, obviously some backgrounds have to come in here. This is going to be hatched, and so digitally with the coloring, what I want to do is the whole bottom here, I want like some mist.
Yeah.
Because what happened is in the first panel, the wall just got blasted out. So I want to give some like remains of like smoke and just debris from what was busted up. So there's usually some kind of smoke around the base of things here. And also I think it'll just look really cool having this all simplified and having the bottom with mist and probably a little bit of smoke back here. Because this will actually, the cool thing is outside here, this is an outside wall. So what will be painted in here is an outside sky back here. So this is interior and this will be exterior because Gray just blasted out the wall of the building to get Reed out. So that's what's going on here. So anyway, what Taylor and I are going to be doing for the next hour or so, once we take a break after this, is I'm going to be inking this up on that that overlay, that patch that you guys saw that I showed you a minute ago. So I'm going to be inking that, and we should, if we can set it up right, I'll have a camera on it so you can see.
Yes.
And then I think how many page sequence is it, Taylor?
Oh, 3 or 4?
Yeah,
About right?
Yeah, it's three pages with a panel, I think, that helps the scene, or that is the scene that sets up this finale. So a lot of that stuff is going to be setting up the super suit and things like that. So Taylor and I are going to brainstorm on actual dialogue, and we'll show you the pages that led up to this scene here.
And we're doing it live.
And we're going to do it live. Yes. So anyways, you guys, thank you so much for letting us critique your work. Thank you, Elizabeth. And once again, you guys, I would be naming names and giving you guys credit if I knew your name.
Please include them in your file name, you guys.
Yeah, put them in the file, or if you're going to sign your artwork, make the artwork clear, because a lot of you guys sign things very artistically, and I can't really read the signatures. So, yeah, the file is the best place to put it into. So, yeah, we have that, and do we have the media file?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
link?
So we're always looking for submissions. We could use some right now, especially. There's a lot of pinups right now, but sequential art I think is always the best. And if you are trying to get into the comic business, trying your hand at sequential storytelling, this is your shot to get a 30-year vet who knows what he's doing to critique you. And if you want to submit, I'm gonna add all the links in the description after we close this video. There will be a link to the MediaFire. Please keep your files at least 300 resolutions so that they can be blown up clearly, and include your name. And you will also see below that the link to, or actually above that, you'll see the link to Black and White Remastered, which is in demand right now. That's the book that you're looking at right now, work in progress of. Don't you feel like you're a part of it? You are, especially if you back the campaign.
You guys are a huge part of this. I mean,
You're the Black and White team.
yeah, the only reason we're even able to talk about this right now is because of you. So thank you guys so much. We're almost 43K.
Almost 43.
Taylor.
Can you believe it?
Should we check it?
Let's
Do we
check
dare?
it.
Do we
Yeah,
dare?
why not? But if you missed your chance, or maybe you have some friends that you want to turn on to Black and White, it is in demand. It's not too late to pick up a copy. And if you want to get one of those bigger tiers, they're available as well. Let's see what we are at.
We're only 100 and what is that? 12? Yeah, 2. yeah. All right, let's do this. Please, please, please. Bum, 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 bum. No.
Darn it.
Come on, guys. Let's do it. So, yeah, I'm going to come back here. So, yeah, so in a bit, we're going to be working this page out. I'll be inking it. And we will be writing dialogue for this and 2 other pages. So, yeah, give us some time to set up Hack Shack North. And thanks again, guys, for tuning in. Did we get all of our plugs in?
Yeah, I believe so. In case you guys didn't tune in at the beginning of the video, when we hit 46K, which I believe is our next stretch goal, yes, that's what you'll get. You'll get the 3-button collector set. Those are 3 buttons, all for you.
That's 3 buttons, people. Push them.
You can represent
1,
everywhere.
2, 3. I just pushed 3 buttons.
Those could be yours. So let's push towards that. That's our next one. And we got another after that we haven't announced yet.
Ooh.
So stay tuned. That's going to be a pretty big announcement. And I think you guys will like it. We've been talking about it all morning before we came on here.
Yeah, let's get to this stretch goal quickly so we get these buttons in your hands. And then so that Taylor and I can reveal the next, it's going to be huge, the next, the tier stretch goal. I think it's going to be at 51K, but it'll be worth it getting to 51K because this is going to be a pretty major deal. And it's something I've been wanting to do for a long time. So anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for sending your work in. Once again, you guys are brave souls for letting me do this. And thanks again. And we'll see you in a bit. So thanks.